This is my 30-day challenge, day 2 of the things that you might not know about me. So I'm looking for people to ask me questions of things that they genuinely want to know. As I said yesterday, I have no problem with vulnerability and discussing, personal and private things on Facebook in order for other people to learn from them and use them as stepping stones to move on. However, I'm taking this challenge from Mark Whitehand and I'm going to record 30 things that you may not know about me for the next 30 days. So this is day 2. Hi, Catherine. Yesterday, I was asked by Amanda Delaney what I was like in school. And if truth be known, I bumped into a few people long after I left school and they said, oh, you were mad in school. You were always mad. And if I have lipstick on my teeth, people, you need to tell me. Yesterday I was horrified when I was told I had lipstick on my teeth when I'd recorded. So yeah, I met a couple of people after. Hi, Sheila Ryan. I met a couple of people after, like, about 15 years after I left school. And they said, oh, you were always really funny in school. You were mad. And I said, mad? Jesus, I never thought I was mad. So the outside impression, because obviously I was a very good actress. I was used to acting at that stage. And there was a few invisible Golden Globes and red carpets all over my house for the level of acting that went on. And that went on for quite some time after. So on the outside, I would have been very outwardly confident. However, the reality was on the inside, I was silently dying every day. I was really, really nervous. Really, very, very nervous. I was very glad when I was leaving St. Catherine's and going to Mercy College. It just seemed like a really big jump for me from going to primary to secondary school. And I was delighted that my older cousin, who I love very much and very, very close to back then, I was with her all the time, Lisa McNamee. I was delighted that she was going to be in that school. Because I felt, I suppose, I needed protection. I don't know what from, but I just know that I was nervous starting secondary school, and that nervousness continued. So yeah, every day was a battle. I would have been a very anxious child. There was 4 different academic levels in the year that it was 4 different academic levels in every year. And when I started and when I finished, I was in the 3rd rung down of the academic levels. So I was pass level student. Always struggled in school. It wasn't for the effort that I didn't put in, because I tried really hard. And my best friend, Lisa McKittrick, is a very academic person. So the two of us would have been studying equally. Lee would have found it really easy and I would have found it really hard. And Lisa and I did silly things at exam times, like staying up all night studying the night before to try and cram. And Lisa didn't need to cram because she was one of the brightest minds that I knew and still know. However, academia came very easy to her. I was undiagnosed with dyslexia, and the supports were not in place for me to be able to have a smooth experience in school. Is have heard me talking a lot about a particular teacher who had a very negative impact on me, who told me that I was going nowhere, came from nothing, and why was I bothering? So, that wasn't a very nice situation to be dealing with. However, all of those things that happened, gave me the strength to be the person that I am today. And clearly she was wrong, because I was always something and I was always going somewhere, and, everybody is somebody. I can't stand it when people say, oh, when they were nobody, they were always somebody. Can't stand that judgmental stuff of looking down their nose. The other interesting thing about me and school is that I never went to school where I lived. So my mum brought me to the primary school that she went to, where there was a primary school up the top of the road, and she never brought me. And then she made me not go to the secondary school that was closest to our house, and we went further away. So yeah, I walked past a secondary school to get to our secondary school, and we had to walk, lads, no car. I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, so the other part about me going to school away from where I lived is that I had two sets of friends. Now, that might sound really glamorous that I had two different sets of friends, but it actually was quite difficult for me because I didn't feel like I slotted in anywhere, and I struggled with a sense of belonging. I didn't feel like I belonged with the people at home because they had stories and crack during the day in school. And then when I was in school, I didn't feel like I belonged there either because the majority of them in my class would see each other in the evenings and I wouldn't see them in the evening. However, I did make an absolutely best friend for life in second year, I think it was, when I met Lisa McKittrick, and we saw each other. We lived in each other's pockets every day after that. So I'm trying to think now, is there anything else I can tell you about school? I think that's it, lads. All I know is that at the time I was anxious, but looking back at it now, I don't know what I was anxious for, because it really was one of the best periods of time in my life, and the crack was 90 and I was surrounded by absolutely amazing people. And as I said, I made a best friend for life. And if I could talk now to the little girl in me back then, I would tell her to just take a chill pill and relax and not take herself so seriously, and that this too will pass. Any stressful situations that I had going on, this too will pass. And as I keep doing the videos for kids that are doing exams, you know, I really got hung up on that I didn't have a strong, I was okay enough, I suppose, with my junior cert, but I didn't really have that strong of a leaving cert. And I was nervous about that was going to have an impact on me for the rest of my life. Oh my God, these numbers mean everything. And I was comparing. But what I didn't know at the time was that I had all of these other different types of intelligence that other people didn't have. And sure, look, I did okay. I always got headhunted in every job I ever had. I always got promoted. You know, I did well. And I didn't need a strong leaving cert to do that. However, if there are any people who are taking exams watching this, that is not an excuse for study. You still have to put the effort in, no matter what. So, lads, if you have any questions at all, 30 days of 30 things that you don't already know about me, you're very welcome to pop your questions in underneath, and I'll answer them today or tomorrow and the coming days after that. Take care. Have a fantastic day. Slán.